Thank you, Chair, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. We from the World Federation of the Deaf Youth Section would like to raise the awareness of the great potentials when there is support and involving capacity of children with disabilities, and making sure to ensure their participation in decision-making that concerns their issues for children and youth with disabilities. We at the WFD Youth Section, founded in 1995, has worked both nationally and regionally with other associations of deaf youth. We are a youth section representing deaf children under the World Federation of the Deaf, which is an international IGO representing about 70 million deaf people since 1951. The youth section would like to focus its comments on Articles 4.3 and 7 of the CRPD. My first question to you today is, how many people here are under the age of 30 in this room today? Would you raise your hands? Anyone under the age of 30 in this room? I see so few here today. A small, maybe 10, maybe 15. Traditionally, children and young people with disabilities have not been involved in the decision-making processes. Decisions used to be made by adults based on their assumptions without asking the opinions of children and youth with disabilities. Today, there is a strong disability movement worldwide, and advocates are highlighting their experience and perspectives. There are also youth organizations like the youth section of WFD that bring children and young people with all disabilities together. According to the Article 4.3, organizations representing persons and children with disabilities shall be actively involved in the decision-making processes that affect their lives. The youth section of the WFD. The youth section represents deaf youth. We are experts concerning the various barriers that we face daily in our lives, and particularly the solutions that we have found most successful. That is why we should be involved in the issues concerning children and young people with disabilities. Today it was said by our chair and others that has often said that young people are the future. It is true, but we, the young people, are living today. And we experience various barriers, just like anyone else with a disability. In the international disability movement, the youth section is a unique organization. There are only 2 youth associations that are actually led and run by the youth on an international level. The youth section and the International Federation of Hard of Hearing for Young People. The small number of organizations shows a general lack of support and encouragement by states parties for youth with disabilities. They need to be involved in the disability movement all over the world. A strong involvement by the young people at a national level is a prerequisite for establishing a strong international movement of young people with disabilities. Our youth section feels that young people's commitment and expertise is too often overlooked and not taken seriously enough. The youth section of the WFD demands that young people with disabilities be a natural and common part of the consultation given to national governments. Then our skills and expertise could benefit the whole of society. According to Article 7 of the CRPD, states parties shall ensure that children with disabilities have the right to express their views freely on all matters affecting them, enabling them to experience being equally accepted and respected in their communities. For deaf children and young people, education is key to the quality of their life. State parties need and therefore should ensure that deaf children and young people receive a quality education in their sign languages. They have the right to be educated in their sign languages. Education provided to deaf children and young people should be of a high quality as it is with any children in their societies. Education in sign language allows deaf children to develop their linguistic identity so that they can belong to the deaf culture. Once deaf children feel they are accepted and understood by their surrounding society, they're then more likely to be successfully included in society on equal terms. Today, only 3% of deaf children and young people receive an education in their sign languages. To reach the aim of increasing their involvement in the society, the educational situation needs to be drastically improved, and quickly. Without equal knowledge, skills, deaf people and young people will always be in a vulnerable position in society. We, the WFD, request that state parties accept and respect children on an equal basis. I would hope that next year there will be more people here at the COSP with consultation directly from young people, and that the consultation with the organizations representing deaf children and young people is increased in our further efforts. So again, when I ask next year, how many people are here under the age of 30 and giving consultation to their national governments, I hope that we see a larger group. Thank you.